You eat clean. You've cut out junk food, watched your calories, maybe even loaded up on protein because everyone says that's the key to fat loss. But every morning, the scale mocks you and your reflection still shows the same stubborn belly fat. You start wondering, what am I doing wrong? The truth is you're not eating wrong. You're just eating at the wrong time. Here's what most people don't realize: protein isn't just about building muscle. It's a hormonal signal. It tells your body when to burn and when to store. Think of your metabolism like a light switch. When your protein hits at the right moment, it flips the switch on. Your body enters fat burning mode, your energy is steady, your focus sharpens. But when that protein comes at the wrong time or in the wrong balance, that same switch stays as off. Insulin, your body's storage hormone, stays elevated, quietly blocking access to your fat stores. And this is where most protein eaters go wrong. They eat plenty of protein, but spread it out unevenly or save it for the wrong meal. Their body never gets that clean break from insulin it needs to release stored fat. So instead of burning fat for fuel, they're unknowingly stuck in storage mode all day long. You might feel tired, hungry, and frustrated, not because your body's broken, but because the timing is. It's like having a car with a powerful engine, but leaving it idling in park. You're doing everything right, yet you're not moving forward. Once you correct when and how your protein comes in, that's when the fat-burning engine finally engages. In this video, we'll uncover the simple protein timing fix that reactivates your body's natural fat-burning switch, so you can finally see visible, lasting results and feel that steady energy you've been missing. Your body runs on rhythm, not just sleep cycles or meal times, but deep hormonal rhythms that decide whether you burn fat or store it. Protein timing isn't random. It's the switch that tells your body which mode to be in. When you eat protein at the right time, you balance insulin, stabilize cortisol, and support growth hormone, your three biggest fat-burning allies. But when the timing is off, those same hormones shift out of sync, and your metabolism starts conserving instead of releasing energy. Here's how it works. In the morning, your cortisol levels rise. That's your natural wake-up hormone. It mobilizes energy and sets the stage for fat burning. When you pair that with protein early in the day, something powerful happens. You stabilize blood sugar and keep insulin low while fueling your body's repair and energy systems. It's like giving your metabolism its marching orders: burn, don't store. But if you skip protein in the morning, your cortisol has nothing to work with. Blood sugar wobbles, hunger rises, and when you finally eat, insulin spikes harder, shutting off fat burning for hours. Now, imagine spacing your protein poorly. Many people eat light during the day and heavy at night, saving protein for dinner. That late protein spike pushes insulin up right when your body should be winding down. High insulin at night blocks growth hormone, the hormone responsible for fat breakdown and muscle maintenance during sleep. Instead of repairing and burning fat overnight, your body stays in storage mode. You wake up groggy, hungry, and more likely to crave carbs. The classic cycle of, I eat clean but can't lose weight. Protein timing is about rhythm, not restriction. The key is to match intake with your hormonal flow. Here's a simple timeline. Between 6-10 a.m., aim for your biggest protein hit, around 30 grams for women, 40-50 for men. This primes your metabolism, controls hunger hormones, and sets your fat-burning rhythm for the day. Between noon and 3 p.m., have a balanced mix of protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep insulin stable and prevent mid-afternoon crashes. After 6 p.m., ease off the heavy protein load. Keep it light and clean, maybe 15-20 grams, so your insulin drops naturally as melatonin rises. This allows growth hormone to activate overnight, pulling energy from stored fat instead of your dinner. When you align your meals with your body's natural rhythm, your metabolism becomes efficient again. You burn fat when you're supposed to, store nutrients when needed, and wake up energized instead of drained. Eating all your protein too late or in one sitting confuses this rhythm. It keeps insulin elevated and growth hormone suppressed, blocking the very pathways that trigger fat oxidation. Science confirms this balance. Studies show that individuals who consume most of their protein early in the day maintain lower insulin levels, higher energy expenditure, and greater fat loss over time compared to those who eat the same total protein later. It's not the amount of protein that decides your results. It's the timing. So when you're chasing fat loss, don't just ask, am I eating enough protein? Ask, am I eating it when my body actually needs it? Because when your protein lands in sync with your hormones, you shift from storage mode to fat-burning mode naturally, without cutting calories or doing more workouts. The fix isn't harder work or more restriction. It's smarter timing. Once you master this, your metabolism stops fighting you and finally starts working for you. Every morning your body wakes up ready to burn. Cortisol rises, your metabolism lights up, and your cells are primed to use fat for fuel. But what you eat or don't eat in those first few hours decides whether that switch stays on or flips off. And this is where most people make the same silent mistake. They either skip breakfast altogether or start the day with the wrong kind of meal. Something light, high in carbs, or low in protein. It feels harmless, but metabolically, it's the move that slows everything down. When you skip or delay protein in the morning, your body loses its anchor. Cortisol has nothing to balance it, blood sugar begins to drift, and within hours you feel the crash, fatigue, cravings, hunger, and brain fog. Most people respond by grabbing coffee, fruit cereal, or a quick snack which gives a short sugar boost but drives insulin up sharply. That early insulin spike tells your body, store energy, don't burn it. Now the fat burning switch is off. Your body shifts from release mode to preservation mode. It starts conserving calories and holding on to fat, especially around the belly. It's not just about calories, it's about hormonal sequence. Morning is when your metabolism is most sensitive to protein. Protein early stabilizes glucose, signals satiety, and keeps insulin low and steady. Without it, your blood sugar roller coaster begins. You go from a morning spike to an afternoon crash, followed by evening hunger and overeating. That cycle keeps your body locked in storage mode and your metabolism sluggish. You might be eating healthy, but without the right morning foundation, your hormones are misfiring all day. Think of protein as your body's morning command center. When you eat it first, it tells your metabolism, we have fuel, we can burn. Your body releases stored fat more freely, energy stays consistent, and your cravings stay quiet. When you skip it, your metabolism panics. It senses a lack of nutrients and slows down to conserve energy. Muscle protein breakdown increases, fat burning decreases, and even your thyroid, the master regulator of metabolism, starts dialing down activity to protect resources. Over time, that pattern trains your body to run slower and store faster. Now, consider what happens when breakfast is all carbs, a smoothie with no protein, toast, fruit, or oatmeal. It feels light, but hormonally it's chaos. Glucose rises fast, insulin follows, and once insulin's up, fat burning shuts off for hours. By late morning, you're hungry again, searching for snacks, and your energy keeps dipping. It's not a lack of willpower. It's biology reacting to poor timing and balance. The fix isn't complicated. You just need what I call a protein anchor. A protein anchor means starting your day with at least 25-30 grams of quality protein within 1 to 2 hours of waking. It's not about a massive meal. It's about creating stability. When protein anchors your morning, your blood sugar stays smooth, insulin stays quiet, and cortisol levels come down naturally. That combination keeps your metabolism active, your hunger hormones calm, and your focus sharp. You can build your anchor in any way that fits your lifestyle. Eggs with avocado, a protein smoothie with fiber and healthy fats, Greek yogurt with nuts, or even leftover chicken or fish from dinner. The key is that protein comes first. When it does, your entire day shifts. You snack less, you crave less sugar, your afternoon slump disappears, and your body stays in a consistent fat-burning rhythm. Skipping morning protein might seem small, but it's the one habit that quietly drains your metabolism every single day. You can eat clean all afternoon and still struggle if your morning starts off unbalanced. Your body needs that first signal, that anchor, to know it's safe to release energy instead of storing it. Once you fix that, your metabolism stops conserving and starts burning the way it's designed to. That's the power of a protein-anchored morning. It keeps your fat-burning switch steady from sunrise to bedtime. Most people think insulin is just about sugar, but the truth is, insulin is your body's main storage manager. It decides whether you burn fat or store it. Every time you eat, insulin takes charge. It signals your cells either to use energy or tuck it away. And while protein is essential, it also has a relationship with insulin that most people never learn about. Understanding that relationship is the key to unlocking steady fat loss without hunger or fatigue. Here's the simple truth: protein does raise insulin, but not in a bad way, unless it's unbalanced. Think of protein as the ignition key that starts your metabolism. When you eat protein, it signals your body to build and repair muscle. That's good. But if that protein comes without balance, say in isolation or with too many carbs, insulin rises higher than needed. The higher it goes, the longer your body stays in storage mode, and the harder it becomes to access stored fat for energy. Insulin is only one part of the hormonal story. There's also glucagon, the counterbalance to insulin, and NAV growth hormone, the nighttime repair hormone. These three work like a fat-burning team. Insulin's job is to help nutrients enter cells. Glucagon's job is to pull energy out of storage when insulin drops. Growth hormone comes in to rebuild muscle and release fat during rest. When they're in balance, you burn fat naturally and continuously, even while you sleep. But when insulin stays high all the time, glucagon and growth hormone can't do their jobs. It's like having one team member hog the spotlight while the others are benched. This is where protein timing and pairing matter most. Protein on its own gives a small insulin response, necessary for muscle growth and repair. But when you add the right partners, you create balance. Healthy fats and fiber slow digestion, keeping insulin's rise gentle and steady instead of sharp. That stability allows glucagon to stay active, growth hormone to function properly, and fat burning to continue in the background. It's the hormonal version of a well-tuned engine. Imagine your metabolism as a car. Protein is the ignition key. It starts the system. Insulin is the driver who decides where the car goes. If insulin drives too aggressively, flooring the gas pedal after every meal, you burn through glucose quickly and then park in storage mode. But when insulin drives smoothly, guided by balanced protein, fats, and fiber, your metabolism runs efficiently. You burn both dietary and stored fat without constant hunger or crashes. The problem is that most people eat protein in ways that confuse insulin. They pair it with too many quick carbs, bread, rice, fruit juice, or sugar-laden healthy snacks. That combination floods the bloodstream with both glucose and amino acids, forcing insulin to rise higher and longer than needed. Instead of switching between burning and storing, the system locks into storage mode. You feel sluggish, bloated, and hungrier later, classic signs of insulin imbalance. Now, picture the opposite: a balanced meal, protein combined with fats and fiber, like eggs with avocado, chicken with vegetables, or salmon with greens, tells insulin to rise just enough to deliver nutrients, then quietly return to baseline. Glucagon and growth hormone step in, fat oxidation increases, and your body keeps running on a steady fuel supply. You stay satisfied for hours, your cravings fade, and your energy remains consistent. When insulin, glucagon, and growth hormone work together, your metabolism doesn't just burn more fat. It becomes flexible. You can go longer between meals without energy dips, and your body naturally transitions from burning food to burning stored fat. It's not about cutting carbs completely or avoiding protein. It's about creating hormonal harmony through smart pairing and timing. Here's the simple hormonal rule that guides all of this. Balance your protein for low, steady insulin. That means eat enough protein to signal repair and satiety, but always pair it with healthy fats and fiber to slow digestion. Keep meals spaced enough apart for insulin to return to baseline before the next one. Every time you do, you train your body to keep insulin gentle, glucagon active, and growth hormone flowing. That's how you turn your meals from storage triggers into steady fat, burning fuel. Not by eating less, but by eating in rhythm with your hormones. When it comes to fat loss, timing isn't just helpful, it's everything. You can eat all the right foods and still miss results if your protein hits at the wrong time. Your body runs on a clock called the circadian rhythm, the same system that controls your sleep, hormones, and metabolism. And when your eating aligns with that rhythm, you burn more fat, keep energy stable, and protect lean muscle without forcing it. The first key is timing your protein around your natural hormonal peaks. Your body's fat-burning hormones, like cortisol and growth hormone, work in opposite cycles. Cortisol peaks in the morning to help release stored energy, while growth hormone rises at night to repair and burn fat. That's why your best eating window starts early, within 60 to 90 minutes of waking. This first protein meal stabilizes blood sugar, lowers cortisol naturally, and locks your body into a fat-burning rhythm for the rest of the day. Waiting too long or skipping breakfast keeps cortisol high and insulin unstable, making fat burning harder. After that, aim for a balanced protein intake every 4 to 6 hours during your active day. Each meal should include at least 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein, enough to stimulate this muscle protein synthesis, which keeps your metabolism high. Your final protein meal should land no later than 2 to 3 hours before bed. Eating protein too close to sleep raises insulin when it should be falling, blocking growth hormone's fat-burning effect overnight. Ending the day with a lighter protein meal, like Greek yogurt or collagen, gives your body the amino acids it needs to repair without spiking insulin too high. Now let's talk about what kind of protein makes the difference. Clean, complete proteins are always your best choice. Complete means they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. Whole foods like eggs, fish, chicken, turkey, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and lean beef are the gold standard. They digest efficiently, keep you full, and maintain steady insulin levels. Plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, or tofu can be excellent too. Just pair them wisely to get the full amino acid profile. One amino acid deserves special attention. This is leucine. It's the switch that tells your body to preserve muscle and burn fat. Leucine activates muscle repair even when calories are lower. Without enough leucine, your body can break down muscle instead of fat during weight loss, which slows your metabolism. Foods richest in leucine include eggs, fish, poultry, and dairy, exactly the sources that support long-term fat loss. Compare that to processed, protein products, bars, shakes, and powders filled with artificial sweeteners, oils, and sugars. These options often spike insulin just like a carb-heavy snack and keep you hungry sooner. They may advertise 20 grams of protein, but the metabolic effect isn't the same as real food. Your body responds best to nutrient-dense, slow digesting proteins that keep blood sugar smooth and your fat-burning hormones balanced. To make this easy, imagine your day built around your body's rhythm. Within 90 minutes of waking, have a protein-rich breakfast. Something like 3 eggs with spinach and avocado, or a protein smoothie with Greek yogurt, chia seeds, and a scoop of collagen. Around midday, refuel with a balanced meal, grilled chicken or salmon with vegetables and olive oil. In the late afternoon, if you need it, a small protein snack like a boiled egg, nuts, or a few bites of cottage cheese keeps energy even. For dinner, go lighter but still protein-centered. Baked fish with greens, or a cup of Greek yogurt topped with berries. Stop eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bed to allow insulin to fall and growth hormone to rise. This simple pattern supports the natural rise and fall of your hormones. Protein early to stabilize, steady meals through the day to maintain, and an early cutoff to reset overnight. You don't need extreme fasting or calorie counting, just smart timing and clean sources. When protein comes in rhythm, you maintain muscle, burn fat efficiently, and wake up leaner and more energized each morning. It's not the amount of protein that changes your metabolism. It's when and how you give your body the right kind. You might be eating enough protein, maybe even timing it right, but still not seeing fat loss. And the reason could be hiding in what you're pairing that protein with. The foods that sit next to your protein on the plate decide whether your body burns fat or stores it. Most people unknowingly make one simple pairing mistake that shuts off fat, burning hormones, and turns their meals into storage triggers. Here's the mistake: pairing protein with refined carbs. Think toast with eggs, cereal with milk, fruit smoothies with protein powder, or protein bars that look healthy but act like candy. These combinations flood your bloodstream with both glucose and amino acids at the same time, forcing insulin to rise sharply. Insulin's job is to shuttle nutrients into cells. But when it spikes too high, your body shifts instantly into storage mode. Fat burning stops cold, and whatever energy you don't need right away gets tucked into fat cells. This happens even with healthy carb choices if they're not balanced. That morning smoothie with banana, oats, and protein powder sounds nutritious, but it's still a fast carb plus protein bomb. Your blood sugar jumps, insulin follows, and your body can't switch into fat burning mode for several hours. You might feel energized at first, but soon you'll crash, craving snacks or sweets to bring your blood sugar back up. It's not that protein failed, it's that insulin was pushed too high to let it do its job. Now compare that to pairing protein with healthy fats or fiber. Fats and fiber slow digestion, keeping glucose steady and insulin calm. That's the hormonal sweet spot where your metabolism can access stored fat for energy. When you combine protein with fats, like eggs and avocado or salmon and olive oil, you get a slow, steady release of energy. Your hunger hormones stay quiet, and you can go hours without feeling the need to snack. Pairing with fiber, rich vegetables or seeds adds another benefit: it binds and slows carbohydrate absorption even more, keeping your blood sugar stable and extending fat oxidation. Think of your meals like switches. A protein plus carb combo is the storage switch. It turns insulin up high, telling your body to store. A protein plus fat or protein plus fiber combo is the burning switch. It keeps insulin low and glucagon active, signaling your body to release stored fat. This switch effect explains why 2 meals with the same calories can lead to completely different outcomes. One builds fat, the other burns it. Let's make this practical. Instead of eggs with toast, go for eggs with avocado and spinach. Instead of a fruit, heavy smoothie, try a protein shake with chia seeds, nut butter, and unsweetened almond milk. Replace chicken and rice with chicken and greens drizzled in olive oil. Trade a sugary protein bar for Greek yogurt topped with flax or pumpkin seeds. Each of these swaps lowers the insulin response and turns your protein into a fat-burning meal instead of a fat-storing one. When you eat this way, you notice the change quickly. Your energy stays consistent, you feel full longer, and those mid-afternoon cravings start to disappear. That's because your body finally has permission to use stored fat between meals, the result of balanced insulin and steady fuel flow. Instead of riding a blood sugar roller coaster, you're cruising on a smooth, steady track of fat metabolism. Processed and refined pairings are the silent saboteurs of weight loss. Even if your total calories are right, the insulin spikes from these meals can block progress completely. Fat burning isn't about deprivation. It's about hormone control. The right protein pairings give your metabolism clear, calm signals: use energy efficiently, don't store it unnecessarily. Smart pairings don't just prevent fat storage, they amplify every gram of protein you eat. When insulin is balanced, your body uses that protein to repair muscle, stabilize appetite, and keep metabolism high. You're not just eating, you're training your hormones to support long-term fat loss. So remember this simple rule: every time you eat, protein decides your direction, but pairing determines your outcome. Combine protein with healthy fats or fiber to extend satiety, steady insulin, and keep your fat-burning switch on all day. Because when your pairings are right, every meal becomes a metabolic advantage, and every gram of protein works twice as hard for your results. You've tried eating healthy, cutting calories, maybe even tracking macros, but the fat loss still felt slow, inconsistent, or completely stalled. The truth is, the problem was never your effort. It wasn't that you weren't disciplined enough, or that your body was broken. You were simply out of rhythm with your metabolism. Your protein, the very nutrient meant to fuel and repair, wasn't aligned with your hormonal clock. Once you correct that, everything changes. Because fat loss doesn't come from eating more protein, it comes from eating it strategically. When you learn how to time space and pair your protein, your metabolism starts working with you instead of against you. Your hormones rebalance, cravings fade, and energy becomes steady. You stop storing fat and start burning it again. Not through restriction, but through rhythm. Think about what we've covered. Protein early in the day turns on your fat-burning switch and keeps insulin balanced. Midday protein keeps hunger hormones stable and prevents energy crashes. A light, clean protein dinner allows insulin to drop overnight so growth hormone can activate and release stored fat while you sleep. It's a flow, a natural cycle that mirrors how your body was designed to operate. When you follow this rhythm, fat loss stops being a battle and starts becoming automatic. The real fix isn't complicated. Here's your simple daily protein rhythm. Within 60 to 90 minutes of waking, anchor your metabolism with 25-30 grams of clean protein. Eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie with collagen and fiber. Around midday, aim for another 25-30 grams from whole food sources like chicken, fish, or tofu paired with vegetables and healthy fats. Then, finish your day with a lighter meal 2 to 3 hours before bed, something like white fish, cottage cheese, or Greek yogurt with seeds. Keep your protein consistent and your cut off early so insulin can fall and your body can enter repair and fat-burning mode overnight. It's not about perfection, it's about rhythm. Every time you eat protein at the right time and in the right combination, you send a clear message to your metabolism: a burn. Don't store. Your hormones respond instantly. Insulin stabilizes, glucagon activates, growth hormone rises, and your body finally unlocks the fat it's been holding on to. You notice visible changes within days: flatter stomach, fewer cravings, better sleep, and sharper focus. That's your metabolism waking back up. And this approach doesn't demand extremes. You don't need to fast for long hours, count every gram, or avoid carbs entirely. You simply need to respect your body's timing signals. Protein early, balanced meals through the day, early cutoff at night. When your eating rhythm matches your hormonal rhythm, fat loss becomes a side effect of alignment. This is the moment to shift how you think about nutrition. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You've just been feeding your body at the wrong times for the wrong signals. Once you flip that timing, your body knows exactly what to do. It burns fat, preserves muscle, and fuels you with steady energy all day. You start feeling lighter, stronger, and more in control. So take this as your turning point. Start tomorrow morning with that first protein anchor. Keep your meals balanced and timed in harmony with your metabolism. Watch how your energy smooths out, your appetite calms down, and your fat loss finally becomes visible. Fix this one mistake: the timing and balance of your protein, and your body will finally start burning fat again naturally and fast. Because when your protein rhythm aligns with your hormonal rhythm, you stop fighting your metabolism and start activating it. This isn't another diet, it's a reset. A simple shift that reawakens your body's natural fat, burning power, and keeps it running for life.